Kraken vs. Leviathan. Clash of the mythical sea titans. In the vast abyss of the open ocean, where the horizon meets the unfathomable depths, legends whisper of colossal beings that reign beneath the waves. Today, we delve into an epic confrontation between two of the most formidable sea monsters ever conceived, the Kraken of Norse mythology and the Leviathan of biblical lore. Brace yourselves as we unravel this titanic clash of mythical sea titans. Our journey begins with the Kraken, a creature born from the icy waters of Scandinavian folklore. Ancient sagas tell of a beast so immense that sailors mistook its back for an island. The Kraken was not just a monster, it was a manifestation of the sea's unpredictability, a cautionary emblem for Viking seafarers who dared to brave the unknown. The Kraken's size is the stuff of legends. Descriptions estimate its length to be over 1.5 kilometers, dwarfing even the largest of whales. Its gigantic tentacles, each measuring up to 100 meters, could effortlessly envelop entire ships. But size isn't its only weapon. The Kraken possesses the ability to create massive whirlpools by rapidly descending into the ocean depths, pulling everything above into watery oblivion. Mariners of old spoke of these maelstroms, attributing them to the Kraken's wrath. Symbolically, the Kraken embodies the fear of the uncharted sea. It represents nature's awe-inspiring power, uncontrollable and unforgiving. Throughout history, the Kraken has inspired numerous works of literature and art, from Alfred Tennyson's poem, The Kraken, to modern depictions in films and novels. Some speculate that the legend may have been influenced by sightings of real giant squids, Architeuthis dux asterisk, which can reach lengths of up to 13 meters. These elusive creatures, rarely seen alive, fueled seafarers' imaginations, blurring the lines between reality and myth. Switching to ancient scriptures, we encounter the Leviathan, a creature of profound significance in the Hebrew Bible. Mentioned in the books of Job, Psalms, and Isaiah, the Leviathan is depicted as a monstrous sea serpent created by God. It symbolizes chaos, a primordial force that only the divine can tame. The Leviathan's portrayal is awe-inspiring. It's described as an enormous serpent armored with overlapping scales, each so tightly sealed that no air can pass between them, rendering it virtually impenetrable. Its eyes radiate light, likened to the glimmering of dawn. Most formidable is its breath, capable of emitting flames, igniting coals, and boiling the seas. In Job chapter 41 verses 19 to 21, it's written, "Out of its mouth go flaming torches, sparks of fire leap forth. Out of its nostrils comes forth smoke. Its breath kindles coals, and a flame comes forth from its mouth." This fiery aspect sets the Leviathan apart, endowing it with control over both water and fire, a paradoxical mastery over elements. The Leviathan is more than a monster, it's a profound symbol in theological discourse. It represents the chaos that exists outside the ordered world, illustrating the limits of human power and the supremacy of the divine. Throughout history, it has influenced concepts of dragons and sea monsters in various cultures. In medieval art, the Leviathan often appears in depictions of hell, embodying sin and temptation. In modern times, the Leviathan has permeated literature and philosophy. Thomas Hobbes famously titled his work on social contract theory, Leviathan, using the creature as a metaphor for the state. Comparing the titans. When pitting these behemoths against each other, size and strength are crucial factors. The Kraken, with its sprawling tentacles and massive body, dominates in sheer physical dimensions. However, the Leviathan's serpentine form stretches endlessly, with some accounts suggesting it encircles the entire Earth, a nod to its role as a boundary of the world's oceans. The Kraken's primary weapons are its tentacles and the creation of whirlpools. Its physical might can splinter ships and drag them beneath the waves. In contrast, the Leviathan wields elemental power. Its fiery breath introduces a lethal offense that extends beyond physical contact. No creature is without vulnerabilities. The Kraken, while immensely strong, lacks any known defense against heat or fire. Its colossal size may also hinder its agility in rapid combat situations. The Leviathan's impenetrable scales make it nearly invulnerable to physical attacks. However, its elongated form might be susceptible to constriction or entanglement. Moreover, its reliance on fire could be less effective in the depths of the ocean where pressures are immense and temperatures are near freezing. Intelligence and cunning play subtle roles. The Kraken is often depicted as a mindless force of nature, an ambush predator driven by instinct. The Leviathan, however, is sometimes portrayed with a malevolent consciousness, embodying pride and defiance against divinity. Fear is a weapon in itself. The mere sight of either creature would instill terror. But the Leviathan's fiery visage and association with apocalyptic destruction may tip the scales in psychological warfare. The battle scenario. Imagine an open ocean, miles from any shore, beneath a tempestuous sky where thunder roars and waves surge. This neutral battleground offers neither creature an inherent advantage. Depths plunge into abyssal zones, providing the Kraken with room to maneuver, while the surface allows the Leviathan to unleash its fiery arsenal. The clash begins as both titans become aware of each other's presence. The Kraken senses a disturbance, a warmth permeating the cold depths. The Leviathan detects movement below, ripples not caused by mere currents. Without warning, the Kraken's tentacles surge upward, breaking the surface like enormous sea serpents themselves. They coil around, seeking the source of the disturbance. The Leviathan responds, releasing a plume of fire that dances across the water's surface, creating a scalding barrier. Steam billows, obscuring vision. Undeterred, the Kraken plunges into motion, generating a whirlpool that pulls at the Leviathan's massive form. The sea churns violently, threatening to drag everything into the depths. Leviathan counters by thrashing its powerful tail, creating waves that counteract the vortex. It lunges forward, its jaws snapping with the power to crush rock. A critical moment unfolds as the Kraken's tentacles successfully ensnare the Leviathan, wrapping around its torso and constricting with unimaginable force. The ocean quakes from their struggle, but the Leviathan's scales begin to glow, a fiery heat emanates from its body. The temperature rises rapidly, the surrounding water bubbling and hissing. The Kraken's flesh sizzles upon contact. For the first time, it recoils in pain, unaccustomed to such an assault. Sensing weakness, the Leviathan unleashes its full might. It inhales deeply, then exhales a torrent of flames directly into the maw of the Kraken. The intense heat penetrates, bypassing any external defenses. The Kraken, overwhelmed by the searing attack, releases its grip. The whirlpool dissipates as it retreats, wounded and disoriented. Outcome: Leviathan's victory. The Leviathan's victory hinges on two critical advantages. Its impenetrable scales thwarted the Kraken's physical assaults. Its fiery breath exploited the Kraken's vulnerability to heat. The elemental prowess of the Leviathan proved superior to brute strength alone. Mortally wounded, the Kraken descends into the abyssal depths from whence it came. Whether it succumbs to its injuries or enters a restorative slumber remains a mystery, an enigma befitting its legendary status. The ocean slowly calms, the storm abates, and silence resumes, a stark contrast to the cataclysmic battle that unfolded. The Leviathan, victorious, resumes its dominion over the seas. Its triumph reinforces its position as a symbol of chaos that even the mightiest cannot easily subdue. The battle leaves an indelible mark on the mythological tapestry, illustrating the enduring struggle between colossal forces. Analysis of the battle. Analyzing the confrontation, the Kraken's immense strength was neutralized by the Leviathan's defenses. Its tentacles, while powerful, could not penetrate the armored scales. Conversely, the Leviathan's ability to generate extreme heat exploited the Kraken's susceptibility, a factor that ultimately decided the battle. Could the outcome have differed? If the battle had occurred in the deepest trenches, where extreme pressures render fiery attacks less effective, the Kraken might have maintained an advantage. Alternatively, if the Kraken possessed regenerative abilities akin to certain cephalopods, it might have withstood the Leviathan's onslaught longer. Mythologically, the Leviathan's victory symbolizes the triumph of elemental chaos over the unknown depths. It reflects themes prevalent in biblical narratives, order asserting dominance over primordial forces. The Kraken's defeat echoes the Norse contemplation of fate and the inevitable decline of even the mightiest beings, a concept central to Ragnarok prophecies. Conclusion: the epic clash between the Kraken and the Leviathan is more than a battle of monsters. It's a fusion of cultural myths, each embodying profound human fears and fascinations. Their encounter paints a vivid tableau of power, vulnerability, and the timeless allure of the unknown. These legends endure because they speak to the depths of our psyche, the awe of nature's power, the mysteries that lie beneath the surface, and the eternal dance between creation and destruction. What do you think? Does the Leviathan's victory resonate with you, or do you envision a different outcome? Perhaps the Kraken had untapped potentials we've yet to explore. If you enjoyed this deep dive into mythic lore, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more explorations into the world's most captivating legends. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next epic showdown. Special thanks to the scholars and historians whose works illuminated these myths. Dr. Emily Johansson's Monsters of the North Seas, Professor Alan Smith's Biblical Beasts Explored, and many others. A heartfelt thank you to our team of illustrators, animators, and voice actors who brought this story to life. And most importantly, thank you for joining us on this journey. Your passion for knowledge fuels our quest to explore the extraordinary,